pitch dark outside.
It's weird.
Do you know where we're going?
To the airport.
No.
For Starbucks.
Yes.
It's 10:18, and I will see you at the window.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, thank you.
You too. Here we are. Saturday, January 5th. 6:29 in the morning. And we're heading to the airport to drop Daddy off. Oh, make a button. Hope we can find something this early in the morning. Here's my family I'm gonna miss. Ooh. Are you cold? All right. Bye. I'll see you in the window. Okay? I love you guys. I'll see you in a couple months. It won't be long. It'll go by fast, I promise. Okay? I promise. Come home.
Okay.
Bye, Rabbit Samus. Bye. Bye. See you later. I'll see you later. Well, I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana, and I'm at the, what is this, I guess the shuttle pickup for the shuttle. I called them, and they should be on their way. Oh. I made it to the Hyatt. Gonna spend the night tonight here, and then go back to the airport in the morning and meet up with the crew that's supposed to pick us up for Camp Atterbury. So today's travel time was actually pretty good. I think I went to bed around 1:30 last night, and I think I got maybe an hour's worth of sleep. So I might have fell asleep just before 2, and I got up a little after 3, and I really couldn't go back to sleep after that. There's just a lot on my mind, you know. Dad fell down early Friday morning, and I went to go see him at the ER. He's fine. Just bumps and bruises from him, I think, having some low blood pressure, and he just kind of fell, and so they're just gonna keep him at the ER. But you know, just stuff like that gets me all worried, because I was leaving on Saturday for 2 weeks of training, and you know, I just get worried. Of course, you know, the family came with me to the airport this morning, and you know, goodbyes aren't easy. I feel it hurts. I wasn't looking forward to it, so it's just getting everything packed, getting everything ready, making sure I have everything. I think I got most everything. There's a couple things I don't have, like say prescription safety glasses. They'll get shipped to me sometime this week. I really don't have any idea what's in store, what's on the agenda. I just know that there's a lot of things going on, a lot of training going on. I guess in a lot of processing, getting paperwork done. So everything that led up to this point, I've done with the command and with the occupational health, you know, getting shots, medical records, a bunch of other things. So it's a lot of work. I mean, about 2 years has started this whole thing, and getting to, so obviously I've not said it yet, but this whole deal is going to Afghanistan. The thing is, it took a lot of preparing to get it done. It took a good 2 years. I had some colleagues that I was with in Korea, and it took about they started doing it, and they said, you know, oh yeah, you could do this, sign up here on this website, and I'll put that website up later. This is a 12-month deployment to Afghanistan. Took about 2 years before, when I started all the paperwork, getting signatures with the commander, the command captain, and some just talking with the supervisors and everything, and eventually they bought off on it and allowed me to go. And it was almost a year and a half before they finally said, okay, I get a phone call saying, hey, are you ready to go? And so here we are now. This past June, July, I get the phone call saying, hey, do you want to go? The opportunity is here. Let me know if that's something you still want to do. Talking with the family and so on and so forth. So I did, and almost immediately responded to him. But then haven't heard from him for another 2 more weeks. Well, after the 2 more weeks, I got another call saying, hey, if you're still interested in going, we're going to send you the offer letter, and you return it back with your confirmation. And then shortly after that, we'll send you the welcome package, which included all the stuff that needed to be done: checklists, shots, what you need to do, guidelines of everything you need to do. So from the civilian world, it's a little bit different. I can't speak for contractors. I think contractors are dealt with it on a completely different way, and of course military does it a completely different way. They get their orders from their commands. They get their deployments. They usually have no say-so on what they want to do. Civilians and contractors volunteer to do it. And to differentiate between a civilian and a contractor, a contractor is like a DoD contractor, is a company that the government augments to do the work. The civilians are the civilian workforces that actually do it, like the GSs and stuff like that. Those are the guys who are kind of in between. So most of those guys get. So there's those jobs for those guys as well. There's a lot of differences in all of them. The pay is different. Everyone gets paid differently. I know for me, as a civilian, we only get paid, or we actually have to pay taxes. You know, but the contractors get to like $105,000 is tax-free. I think military don't have to pay taxes at all the second they set foot in country. So like if they're there for 2 months or 1 month and 1 day into the next month, they get almost practically 2 months tax-free. Just it's unfortunate that civilians don't get that opportunity to be tax exempt when it comes to deployments, especially in a war zone. But we do get other allowances. Civilians get allowances like 35% danger pay and 35% post differential on top of their base pay. And then you'll get overtime, and you'll get nighttime differential, you'll get holiday specialty pay, because you're practically working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. I think there might be 2 days you work 8 hours a day. Depending on the supervisor, you probably can arrange multiple 12-hour shifts, but I don't know yet. I mean, that's what was written to me on the basic schedule for what civilians would do. I'm sure everybody's work schedule is a little bit different depending on their mission and what they have to do. So the intent of this is going to be like a daily vlog. This is day 0. This is the travel day to get to training, get an understanding of what the training is about. I'm not going to go into detail of what the training is. I'm not sure if I'm able to record a video, particularly what the training is, what's done in training. But I'm hoping to be able to at least do a daily vlog to see and show you guys how I feel. I've been feeling, how the weather is. Before I left this morning, I was looking on the Facebook page for the Afghanistan base I'll be stationed at, and there's already snowfall on the ground. So it's the first snowfall of the year, so I already automatically know it's gonna be cold. I'm glad I got some things packed that I wanted to bring, some long johns, thermal underwear, long sleeve shirts, layers, gloves, everything. So as I get more familiar with the area and I can kind of gotta see what I have, a couple of the things I intend on doing when I get over there is to live minimally. I did try to just brought over the bare essentials. I brought a camera, I brought my cell phone, and I brought a computer to do a lot of the editing. And so most of the filming will be done on this Osmo Pocket. I don't plan on doing a whole lot more with that, other than because it's a little bit smaller, less noticeable, less attention getting, because it's such a tiny little device. It's actually not bad. It doesn't draw any attention, make people think, hey, what do you got? You know. Now if you're carrying a phone or a big camera with you, it's a whole lot easier for somebody to notice. So as I get into Afghanistan and I go through the day-by-day things, I will try to kind of lessons learned and explain some of the things. If you are interested in going to Afghanistan, these are a couple of things you want to kind of look forward to, or get a better understanding, get prepared for. What do they have that's already available that might make it easier on you, and then a lot of the unknowns that you may not really know until you finally get there. And I can't speak for everybody, I can only speak for where I'm at and where I'm doing it. But I'm not going to go into any detail what I'm doing, where I'm going, where I work at, who I support, what I'm doing. I don't want to risk going into any details of expelling any operation security or anything like that. So here we are. I'm at the hotel. I'm going to stay here for the night. In the morning, I'm going to grab me a complimentary breakfast. I don't know what that's going to be. It's like 2:20 now, so I think I'll probably do a little bit of editing, try to capture some B-roll outside, and try to do the first video. Grab me something to eat, bring some drinks, because probably when I get to Afghanistan, there's probably not going to be any drinks available. And then early in the morning, I'm going to get out of here, get packed up, head back over to the airport, and then just meet up with whoever's supposed to meet us for training. So I'm in Indianapolis. It's the first time I've ever been to this place. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do much sightseeing, so if I'm, you know, I think there's a subway down the street I might just walk to, or there's a gas station across the street, I might just get whatever they have there and just kind of live off of that, soups or something. I don't know. They have some things here I can try to make it with. We'll see. I'm fine, just tired, but I'm going to try to stay up and go to bed relatively early. But stay tuned. This is day 0, and then tomorrow is training day 1, and then we should have about 13-14 days of training day 1, and then begins the journey to over the Atlantic Ocean and into Afghanistan. So there's a lot of stops in between. I'm going to kind of stay tuned. This is something new this year. There's not going to be any blogging about the kids, no gymnastics, no tearing down stuff, no building anything, no just goofing off and doing whatever. This is all 365 days of Afghanistan and preparing for it. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to try to keep them between 3 to 5 minutes, but this one's the longest one. But these are the cuts I'm going to make. Hopefully I'm going to use this later on. Try to use this footage for, try to just get used to using this footage in this setup. All right, thanks guys. Stay tuned, and I'll talk to you later. I'm gonna eat half of this now. It's only 3:40. Then maybe take a 2-mile run in the fitness room. Then maybe eat the second sandwich later on. So, I didn't get no napkin.